Hi everyone, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news. Well, seeing as we didn't do a video last week, we have got a bit of a catch up to show you some items that have come into the store, which are really yummy. So I'll start with a new range you haven't seen yet, which you may have seen on our social media posts the last few days, is the Motorberry and Pine range, which is a really yummy Christmas range. You can see it's just a fun, beautiful range there. So what we've done is we've got some charm packs because we think that's a lot of fun. We've got a couple of the fat quarter bundles. You can see how yummy all that is. All right, so these ones are 308. But we got a coordinate, or two coordinates, the deep green that you see behind me here. But we also got this one because it wasn't quite so dark, but it's still that lovely print. So if you would like to come and have a look at that, we've got just a few charms and a few fat quarter bundles in that range to get your Christmas sewing happening. So that's in store now. Okay, so it's really fun. The other range, I'm going to have to move camera in a second, but I'll show you another one first that we've just released. This is the Selvage print from Ruby Star, Selvage Magic it's called. So all you Ruby Star people and friends out there, or you just love this type of print for just its color and all the fun that goes with it, we have some of that. Okay, so that's called Selvage Magic. That'll go up online in the next 24 to 48 hours. We only sort of released that yesterday. It only just arrived. The ones I do want to show you is the mixed metallics and some of the Tula Pink. So let me go and change camera angles and we're going to go and have a look at the mixed metallic. Okay, so here is the mixed metallics that we have. Now, some of them have a really yummy print, and it's got this gold, really small overlay on the top. So you can see that's the grey, but you can see it's a rainbow of colour. Okay, and that's in that particular print. Then we've got a print that's like a little leaf, I guess, and we have a rainbow of those. And then we have these ones up here with this little confetti dot print. Really cute, really nice. We've only got, like we said, a small amount of each of these, but you can see how yummy all that is together. So that one is a Robert Kaufman one. It's called Mixed Metallic. You need to come in and have a look and feel of that particular fabric. It is really yummy. We have got a new pattern in before I show you any more fabric. And I particularly like this one. Many of you know I like Nancy Rink and her designs. She's, any of you have done the Amish series or things like that. Well, Nancy's made this particular pattern, and it's called Strip It 3 Ways. There's actually 2 versions of this. There's another version that came later. Which uses a 2.5 inch strips of an ombre fabric, which I thought would be great with this chalk, the Cherry Blossoms chalk. Okay, so because this is an ombre and it's got 2 different variations of the color, I thought that would be a really great pattern for it. Nice and easy. So you could just get some meterage of this. It's about a 45 by 55 inch quilt, but it basically just needs 40 2.5 inch strips. So we've got 4 of these different colorways in this chalk ombre. So that might be an idea if you're thinking to do something different. Then there's 3 different variations here of different quilts. You can use the ombre. So that would be a nice one to use that. The new chalk fabric, which would be great. Now, the other one I wanted to show you I'm just going to put that there so I remember where it is later. You've seen the cottage charm before, and for those of you who not quite don't remember those, this is the coordinating Bella that we have with it, and this is the beautiful pastel cottage charm that we have here. It's really super pretty, and we got all of the coordinating Bella fabrics for that. So if you wanted something a little bit soft and warm, and you know, something that you could, you know, make a large quilt, or you could make a few quilts, then come and have a look at that fat quarter bundle, because that's really, really fun. We do have some jelly rolls in that too, which is really nice. And there is obviously the coordinate, and we do have some more of that on the bolt. Okay. So the other ones we wanted to show you some of the things is we have done a little bit of a mix around here at the store, and we're getting into, we've done our stock take, you know, checking and stuff, but now it's time to clear some stock. And now, you know, we've still got our 40% off a lot of our end of run fabrics, our clearance fabrics, our 3 meter roll fabrics. So it's well worth coming down and having a look, because in those 3 meter rolls is some Kimberbell fabric. There is some really cool Red Riding Hood fabric. There's a lot of different things in here. So if you're looking to maybe stock up a little bit, get some 1 meter pieces, which are great to do bags or any of that kind of stuff. You don't have to make quilts with them. Then why not come in and have a look around? So the other one I want to show, thing I want to show you, and I'm going to move you with me, I should say, is we're going down and we're going to have a look. We've done a little bit of a zhuzh around. So we've put out a new stand here with all our well, not all our patterns, because we've got too many of them. All our patterns here on this little card swivel thingy, so that you can get to see them a little bit better. Now, until the end of June, we're going to do 30% off any of our quilting patterns running up to stock take. Okay, so that'll start today as a special thing, 30% off patterns. It doesn't include kits, but it includes any pattern that you see, and also includes some dressmaking style patterns as well. So that's really cool. It also includes our legit kits, foundation piece patterns as well. So why not have a think about that? So you can come in and have a look around. Right. So this is some of the new Tula print that's come in. And this is Wattadits. This is one of the colours. So we were lucky enough to pick up some of this particular print, some of the star sprinkles. This is one that is cool because it's so yellow. It's yummy. We've also got in some really pretty, just pick the whole thing up, of the beautiful little fabrics here in different colours. So it's just so yummy. This original one was from Pinkerville, which was great. Fairy Dust, and I've got that in a couple of colours. And we've got a few other colours tucked away, but we've got a little display as we come into the store. So this is the beginning of a story. So the rest will be coming later on, but we're really lucky to have a little bit of this in store. So if you are thinking about a little project and you wanted to, you know, add a little bit of Tula to your life, then there's a little bit here at the store. I've got more. We've got another cabinet just with all the Tula items in the window, and I'm going to move you around. Sorry everyone if you get a little bit motion sickness. Then so as you can see, we've made room for some of the new fabrics here, but what we did get in was, where are we? Oh, the girls did this yesterday, did a good job. For those of you who love making your bags, we have some Tula zipper with the pink ties, and we also have the Tula hardware and we're getting more of that. Okay, so this is for the Tula tote, which we have patterns for as well. So that's the whole collection of the hardware that you need to make the Tula tote. All right, so they're here in stock now. I'll put them back where I know where they are. So there's a whole raft of Tula items in here, one of which we've got our tools, our tool set, rotary cutters. We've got this new pattern which uses a little bit of Tula, which is the Brittany vest. All our crew are actually making some here. So we've got, that's a Melly and Me pattern, and it uses some of the Tula print in there, but you could use whatever you like. So we have Tula's hardware, like the scissors and the USB sticks, and a few more of the colours. We've got a couple of solids in as well, and that collection will increase as well. So a few changes and a few additions. We're not decreasing any of our fabric lines, we're just changing over, and that's why we've got our 40% off our end of run fabric right now. So we need to make some more room for some really fun things. All right, so this is the current Moda catalogue, and many of you were in the emails a couple of weeks ago would have received a link to view this online. So what happens is all these collections are going to be coming in between November and January. Now we're looking at these and saying, what are we going to order? And it gives you guys the opportunity to do a pre-order on stuff that you like. I know a lot of you like Zen Chic, and a lot of you like different designers, and you're wondering, are you going to get this in? Are you going to get that in? Well, this ensures that you can get what you like, either in meterage or in maybe fat quarters or things like that, provided I get the minimums. You have a week left to have a look online at the catalogue to place an order, because we are looking to be very selective of what we order going forward, because obviously pricing has changed. Some of the fat quarter bundles now, depending on how many are in each thing, could be anywhere from $190 to $450. Okay, so as you can appreciate, I understand all of you, it's basically going to be coming out of your pocket at the end. But if you're very selective, if you collect designers' collections and you like to collect fat quarters and things like that, then you may need to pre-order this, because we're going to be a little bit more selective of the bundles that we get in, because it is rather expensive exercise to have them sitting here on the shelf. But it also gives you the opportunity to buy what you like. All right, so if you're interested in pre-ordering, you have to get your orders in by June the 13th, which today is June the 5th. You've got, about a week left to go. All you need to do is come into the store, and we've got a list of pricing. We've got pricing in our book. We've got a price sheet in here for that you can have a look and sign off on. It's treated like a lay-by here for us. So if you want to pre-order, you put your deposit down, and then it gets treated like a lay-by. So when it does come in, depending on when it's released, because in the front it's going to tell us all the release dates, only then, once it's able to be released, will you be able to pick that up. Okay, but we need you to orders in by the 13th of June. After 13th of June, I can't order it, or if I try to order it, you may not get it. All right, and I won't know until the fabric arrives later on. I get one shot, really. So that is this Moda Mayhem for right now, and that's what it's all about. So you can take a look at the catalogue and go, oh, I really like American Gatherings, I really like that, or I really like the Boho Haven, or I really like Robin Pickens. I'd like a jelly roll, or I'd like a fat quarter bundle, or I'd like that particular piece of fabric in meterage. And then we'd have a look at it and say, okay, well, this is the minimums you need to get. Fat quarters, we only need one, okay, one bundle. So if you particularly like a designer, so if you're a Zen chic designer, collector, her Bali song is in here, and it's quite fun, quite different for her. So that's it, if you like Zen chic. Okay, it's very tropical. She must have done a holiday in Bali and been captured by some of the fabrics, so some of the landscapes. So you know, there is that available, but like we said, you need to come in and pre-order those, and that makes sure that you actually get some of those. So we're opening our books up for that, and again, we're also opening our pre-orders up for the Tula Pink grey work, which is going to be fabulous with those greys and the colours, and it's going to be fabulous. So we've actually put our orders in for that now. So once that arrives, our pre-orders have closed on the grey work. But if you know that we can order extra at the moment. So if you are thinking about grey work, still come in and we can put your name down for either a fat quarter bundle or some meterage. They're just going to be a lot of fun. A lot of these fabrics we have to pre-order so far in advance, okay, and we can't get a lot of back catalogue, for example, for Tula. We can't get those back catalogue prints because they're very hard to get, and we're starting now with True Colours and the solids and going forward with grey work. So anything forward we're able to get, which is great. So we'll build gradually with that story, which will be great. Now, coming up next week, we've got things continue still here at the store. We've got our regular classes still happening. Those of you who are looking to make some clothes and get back into sewing and all those things, don't forget about our dressmaking class on the Tuesday evening, and our patchwork class is now every week on Thursday night. Okay, so we used to have it Thursday morning, and we now change it to Thursday evening every week. Okay, so the list, I have to sit down and do my updates for the list for the next half of the year. That'll be going out, probably won't be going out until later, probably early next week. I'll be doing an update. But the big news is that we're going to be doing some branding clubs. Like we already have Banana Club. We're looking to do some FAF clubs, FAF, Husqvarna, and we're looking to do Banana. We're looking to do a little bit with Baby Lock and a little bit with Janome as well. Okay, and we've got some brother things already happening with Scan and Cut. So all our brands are covered there. Okay, so, and we will have some long arm sessions, but not until later in 2025. Okay, so all of you out there with the long arms and you want to do some training sessions, well, after later, second or third quarter 2025, we've just got a few things going on here where we can free up some time. But the next week's newsletter will have an update of the list, but we've set some dates for some club dates for FAF and Husqvarna Viking, which will be great. In those it'll be demonstration only. You won't need your machine. We'll be demonstrating different facets of each of the brands. Same with Janome, same with Baby Lock. It'll be demonstration only, showing you some of the features of some of the machines, the features that are intrinsic to each brand, and we'll be doing that with different dates now through to the end of the year. So that'll be updated on the list. None of this is going to start until at least July. So you'll have a little bit of time to book your calendars for those. Don't forget about, like we said, the sales that we've got on. We've got a lot of machines that we've popped on sale for the end of financial year, just to give you a little bit of a bargain right up until the end of June. Now, some of those offers are for run-out models. Okay, so the run-out models are only while stocks last. Okay, or if they're demo models, it's only while I have the demo available here at the store. All right, so demos and runouts. There's a few really good offers there, especially on the FAF Creative icon, which is the first icon. There's a few of those left in warehouse as far as I'm aware. There's only a handful, less than a handful left. We're doing a massive discount. You need to go to the website and have a look at that. I've put a lot out on social media this past week of some of the offers that are on there. Please come in and ask us if the one that you were looking for is not on sale. Please come in, and we'll be able to have a look at that and see if we can do some kind of deal for you before the end of financial year. All right. This is sewing season, so if you are not happy with the machine that you have, or it's a bit tired and it's had a good life, and you think, oh, I want to treat myself to something new, now is the time, because there's a great offers on. Now, a lot of these, like we said, a lot of these offers are going to finish on the 30th of June, and obviously, as things have been happening every week with us here, every time we get a new delivery, prices change. So now is a good opportunity to get into that machine, get started, and get your sewing happening with a new joy with a new machine. Particular special offer that I want to make you aware of is that beautiful Bernina L890, the overlocker and cover stitch, top of the line, $1,000 off, guys. It's on sale till the 30th of June. I've got one here on the bench that if you want to come and have a look, it's both cover stitch and overlocker. And the beauty of it is it has the beautiful Bernina color screen. It can be guided, so it tells you every step of the way what you need to do, which is fabulous. All right, so that machine there, $1,000 off right now, and it's well worth a look if you are looking to upgrade your overlocker. Come in and see us. All right, so lots of fun things going on. Don't forget about that special offer on the patterns, on the fabric, some of our clearance lines. We've got fat quarters and things like that that's also available with the 40% off. So please take advantage of those special offers and come and have a look at some of that new fabric that's arrived in here at the store. So until next week, otherwise, we'll see you next week. Until next week, if you've got any queries, please don't hesitate to come in and have a look around. There is lots to see, lots of stuff on sale, and there's always something going on here at the store. So what else have I got to tell you? No, that's about it. So I better get moving, and thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in store really, really soon. And from all the team, bye for now.